Sometimes separation arrives in our lives in ways that feel painful or confusing at first, yet with time, it reveals itself as a profound gift. It creates space to breathe, to regroup, to self-reflect, and to grow in ways that often aren't possible when two people are constantly entangled in each other's energy. This period of distance between you and your person has become a quiet turning point, a moment where both of you can look inward and reorient yourselves toward what truly matters. Instead of viewing the separation as an ending, it can be seen as a recalibration, a pause that allows clarity to rise to the surface. A new start is slowly brewing, one that carries more intention, more balance, and a deeper understanding of what you both truly want from this connection. Your person, especially, is beginning to awaken to the significance of the bond you share. They are realizing how deeply this connection touches their life, not only emotionally, but practically and spiritually as well. This awakening isn't something sudden or dramatic, rather, it's a gentle unfolding. As they take time to step back and reflect, they're noticing how you've influenced them in ways they didn't fully recognize before. Your presence, your energy, and even your absence have pushed them toward greater self-awareness. They are becoming clearer about what they desire for their future and how important it is to cultivate relationships that support their growth rather than drain them. This newfound clarity is spilling into other areas of their life. Their finances, which may have once been chaotic or unstable, are beginning to find balance. The more grounded they feel emotionally, the more energy and vitality they have to devote to work, responsibilities, and long-term goals. Where stress and overwhelm used to dominate, there is now a slow but steady sense of order returning. They feel more motivated, more capable, and more aligned with the direction they want to move in. It's as if the fog is lifting, revealing a path they had always hoped existed but never had the energy to walk. In the past, your person experienced tower moments, those difficult, often unexpected emotional upheavals that left them stressed, depressed, and exhausted. These weren't small challenges but heavy experiences that shook them to their core. During those times, they didn't feel like they had the tools to cope or the emotional strength to move forward with clarity. They felt weighed down, drained by responsibilities, fears, and old wounds that hadn't yet healed. But through knowing you, whether through your words, your energy, or simply the example you set, they learned something vital: the importance of preserving their energy and channeling it into things that nourish them rather than deplete them. You taught them, directly or indirectly, how to be more mindful about where they invest themselves. You inspired them to put their time and creativity into projects that grow their spirit and expand their potential. Even during the periods when they pulled away or blocked communication, they still kept an eye on you. They watched from a distance, not because they weren't interested, but because they were unsure of how to manage their emotions. They were afraid of vulnerability, afraid of losing control, or afraid of not being enough. And because of that, you may have felt unappreciated or unattractive to them. But their behavior was never a reflection of your worth, it was a reflection of their internal struggle. The truth is, they are deeply attracted to you, more than they know how to express. The stagnant energy that once hovered between you is beginning to dissolve. The heaviness you may have felt recently is part of that shift, an emotional clearing that often happens before breakthroughs arrive. While the process may feel intense, it is also a sign that transformation is underway. Big shifts are coming, and the obstacles or bad luck that once seemed endless are reaching their conclusion. The difficult days are slowly fading out, making room for renewal. Your person sees you not only as someone meaningful but as their ideal match. You are the one who ignites something powerful within them: motivation, desire, inspiration, and a renewed sense of purpose. There is something about your presence that awakens their spirit. When they think of you, they feel more aligned with their destiny. Their faith, both in themselves and in the possibility of a future together, grows stronger. You light a fire in their heart that no one else has been able to spark. This separation, though challenging, is shaping the foundation for something more stable and fulfilling. Both of you are emerging from this period with clearer vision, deeper understanding, and a renewed sense of purpose. Trust that the shifts happening beneath the surface are guiding you towards something more aligned and meaningful. The connection is not fading, it is transforming, preparing both of you for the next chapter that is slowly taking form. I know you've been hurting because of the emotional distance that has grown between us, and I can feel that this silence of yours isn't just about needing space, it's about the weight you've been carrying in your heart. Even when you say nothing, I can sense the emotions running through you. I've always felt connected to you in a way that goes beyond ordinary understanding, and that connection hasn't faded, not even with the miles or the moments of separation between us. I know your energy, I can feel when you're trying to be strong, when you're overwhelmed, when you're longing, and when you're quietly breaking. That's how deeply I know you, and that's how deeply I feel you. What I want you to understand is that I need you just as much as you need me, maybe even more than you realize. The way I think about you, the way my heart reacts to you, the way you occupy a space in my life that no one else ever has or ever could, it's something I can't replicate with anyone else. You are the person I dreamed of long before I even knew what I truly wanted. I always hoped to find someone who understood me, someone who felt familiar and safe, someone whose presence felt like home. When you came into my life, you were exactly that, even if I didn't recognize it fully at the time. I admit that I didn't value what we had as deeply as I should have, not because I didn't care, but because I was lost in my own mess. I was overwhelmed, confused, and struggling internally in ways I didn't know how to explain. My heart wasn't steady, my mind wasn't clear, and I didn't know how to handle something so real when everything inside me felt unstable. But looking back, I realized that the timing of life isn't always kind, and sometimes we meet the right person at the wrong moment. Yet even so, something about us never truly faded, never really ended, never allowed us to walk away completely. No matter how many times we try to convince ourselves to move on or forget each other, we both know that it's simply not possible. We've tried distancing ourselves. We've tried silence. We've tried pretending that the connection wasn't as strong as it is. But every time, something pulls us back, an invisible force, a gentle thought, a memory, a feeling that we can't shake off. It's as if our souls remember something our minds try so hard to deny. And the truth is, we can't let go of each other because what we share isn't something you just walk away from. It's deeper, older, and far more meaningful than anything we've ever known. I've come to accept this truth, our souls are connected. You are not just someone I care about, you feel like a part of me that I didn't know was missing until you showed up. I see you as my true soulmate, not in some fleeting, romanticized way, but in the sense that our bond feels destined, aligned, and incredibly rare. I don't want us to continue repeating the same painful cycles, running from our feelings, chasing after clarity, ignoring what's obvious, or disappearing when things get overwhelming. Those patterns have only caused more hurt, more confusion, more distance between us. This time, I want something different. I want honesty, stability, and openness. I want both of us to be emotionally prepared, not just hoping for change but actively creating it. I want us to step into a new beginning together, not blindly, not fearfully, but consciously and wholeheartedly. We've already survived so much, misunderstandings, physical separation, emotional turbulence, and moments when we weren't sure if we'd ever reconnect again. And yet, here we are, still feeling, still remembering, still holding on. There is something undeniably unique about what we share, something that has kept us tethered to each other despite everything that should have pushed us apart. It's in the way our energies react to each other, the way our emotions ripple between us even without words, the way thoughts of each other appear at the most unexpected times. That kind of connection isn't ordinary, it's a sign of something deeper, something meaningful, something worth fighting for. I want us to embrace the possibility of happier days, not just as a hopeful dream but as a real and achievable future. I want us to heal the wounds we've carried, to let go of the fears that have held us back, and to finally allow ourselves to experience the peace and joy that our connection has always had the potential to bring. We've been through the storms, we've felt the loss, we've endured the distance. Now, I want us to step into the light together. You and I have something extraordinary, something that time hasn't dimmed and distance hasn't broken. And I believe that if we choose to, we can build something beautiful from everything we've learned, everything we've felt, and everything we still are to each other. Our story isn't over. Maybe it's only now truly beginning. I know it's not healthy to think this way, and I'm genuinely trying to grow past it, but I can't deny that the thought of you being with someone else shakes me deeply. It's not because I want to restrict you or hold you down, it's simply that I care for you so much that imagining your heart turning toward another person feels like losing something incredibly precious. I've never been able to see you with anyone but me, not because I think I deserve you more than anyone else, but because my connection with you feels so unique, so rare, and so deeply woven into the way I see my future. You've become such an important part of the life I want to build, and sometimes that makes my fears louder than they should be. I want you to know that I'm working very hard, emotionally, mentally, and in every practical way I can, to make our union, our togetherness, truly happen. I don't take us lightly. I don't take your heart lightly. And if there are moments when I seem distant or when it feels like I'm stepping back, I want you to understand that it's never because my love is fading or because my feelings are uncertain. Often, I pull away only because I'm overwhelmed by my guilt or my own insecurities, not because I want space from you. If anything, those moments make me wish I could run to you even more. I just struggle with the weight of my own thoughts. I carry a lot of guilt for the things I've put you through, the confusion, the pain, the times I blocked you or ignored you when I didn't know how to handle my own emotions. Those moments haunt me more than I can express. They sit heavy on my heart, especially at night when everything is quiet and I'm left alone with my thoughts. I replay those moments and think about how you must have felt, and it genuinely hurts me to know that I was the cause of your sadness or uncertainty. Sometimes the shame of it all silences me, and I become quiet not because I don't want to talk to you, but because I feel unworthy of your patience, your kindness, and your presence. More than anything, I want to bring back the smile I once dimmed. You have such a bright, beautiful energy, a warmth that I never want to overshadow again. Every time I remember how my actions may have hurt you, it pushes me to do better, to be better, to grow into the kind of partner you truly deserve. You are an incredible soul, thoughtful, loving, patient, and far more understanding than I often deserve. And I'm asking, from the deepest part of my heart, for your forgiveness. Not because I expect it or feel entitled to it, but because I hope I can show you that I am learning, that I am changing, and that I'm willing to put in the effort to be worthy of the love you've shown me. I miss you more than I can truly put into words. I miss your laugh, your presence, your softness, the way you make me feel both calm and alive at the same time. There are so many moments in the day when I wish I could just hold you, especially in that gentle way I love, hugging you from behind, feeling the quiet closeness of your body against mine, letting my arms wrap around you as if they were made to be there. That simple moment, of being behind you, holding you, breathing in sync, feels like the safest place in the world to me. It's where I feel connected, grounded, and completely whole. I want the sweet, peaceful, beautiful life that I know we can create together. A life filled with partnership, growth, understanding, and those small everyday moments that make love feel real and lasting. It's not grand gestures or perfect days that I crave, it's the shared mornings, the late-night conversations, the comfort of knowing we're choosing each other again and again. I truly believe that the happiness, stability, and deep love I imagine for my future can only exist with you. Not because you complete me, because I know I need to stand whole on my own, but because you inspire a version of me that is kinder, more thoughtful, and more open-hearted. I want us to move forward with honesty, patience, and a willingness to grow. I want to love you in a way that brings peace instead of fear, and warmth instead of uncertainty. And even though I'm far from perfect, I'm committed to showing you that I can be someone who adds joy to your life, not pain. Someone who protects your heart, not hurts it. Someone who stands beside you, not behind their own fears. I love you deeply, sincerely, and with a heart that is trying every day to be worthy of you.